We've asked political analyst Hlumelo Xaba to help us with some insights into the anniversary and commitments as the ANC and other political parties in the country prepare for upcoming local government elections. Well, he joins us live now. Good evening. Thanks for taking time to chat to us this evening.
Good evening to you, Juliet, and to the viewers, and thank you very much for having me.
So the ANC turns 114 years old. Is this a milestone?
Well, I think that it depends from which angle you look at it from, because I always say that when you assess the ANC and its character, you have to look at it from two perspectives. Firstly, as a liberation movement, and secondly, as a post-colonial and governing party. And I think that the latter has been more prevalent in that the ANC has not really managed to actually live up to some of the expectations it had actually sought to achieve post the 1994 election and this entire democratic dispensation. Hence, we have been seeing a decline of the ANC in many instances, provincially, nationally, as well as some local municipalities. So, like I said, it really depends from which angle you look at it from, because some people may actually say that it's a huge milestone considering the role that the ANC played as a liberation movement and the role that it played in actually fighting apartheid. So I think that for many people, they have actually judged the ANC, or let me just say majority of the young people in South Africa have judged the ANC based on how it has been conducting itself as a governing party since 1994. However, you do find certain fragments, or rather contingents within the South African society actually showing their loyalty to the ANC as a result of some of the role that it played in the anti-apartheid struggle. So I think that it varies from person to person to actually say that it's a milestone or not. But I think, judging from what we have been seeing as a generation that was as a generation that was born during this democratic era, I do believe that a lot of people are very dissatisfied. We could even see with the attendance of the at the anniversary. I think that considering the fact that Northwest is a province where the ANC has been getting a lot of support over the years, the empty seats there spoke volume and actually sent a loud message to the leadership of the ANC in the province and nationally.
Hlumelo, ahead of the elections, what challenges is the party facing?
Well, I listened to President Ramaphosa articulating the 6-point plan, or rather 6 main tasks that the party will be undertaking this year. And one of the things that he alluded to was improving local government.
I want to ask you, excuse me, I nearly fell over. I want to ask you, is the Tripartite Alliance in trouble?
If you can look at the history of the Tripartite Alliance and where it is now, you will realize that there's a lot of disintegration particularly between the ANC and the SACP, which is what has led the SACP taking a resolution at its previous Congress that they are going to contest elections alone. I did hear President Ramaphosa saying that part of the plan is to reconfigure and renew the alliance between the ANC and the SACP. But I think as things stand, the relationship between the SACP and the ANC is becoming very weak, and it's becoming very disintegrated as time goes. I think that the upcoming local government election is actually going to give credence to this. However, it shouldn't go unsaid that everyone now is taking advantage of a weaker ANC, because the ANC will be going into this year's local government election having received less than 50% in 2021 in the previous local government election, and also having actually been put at 40% at a national level. So I think that the Tripartite Alliance, as things stand, is under risk of being overhauled. And I also am of the view that the ANC now, or rather, let me just say that the SACP has always played a crucial role within the ANC in terms of agitating for the working class contingent. So I do believe that the ANC and the alliance between the ANC and the SACP now is at a very high risk of actually being disintegrated further, given the current juncture where the ANC finds itself in, where it has postulated itself as a party that is more aligned to a neoliberal ideological outlook, which is in contrast to what the SACP believes the ANC should stand for, as that which is being that of a leftist party, more left-leaning party that is
Yes.
actually advocating for the working class.
All right, I think we've probably squeezed out as much as we can from him there. That was our political analyst chatting to us there, Hlumelo Xaba, about the ANC's 114th anniversary